Where? Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Okay, you look like a homeless person. Poleni. I'm still trying to figure out. My best friend is getting married, so sijui nitatengeneza nywele. Let me make it presentable. Then I talk to you. Okay, so I have basically a video where it's a preparation video. So I last time I traveled it was what no, last time I traveled was that I went to Europe to tour the world. Ama kitu nimefanya nywele just kwa nataka tu isikae kama niko funny. But so I had gone to Italy and okay, how it's the whole process before. First of all, traveling during COVID is ridiculous. Okay, so because it was very hectic going to Italy, like right now, they're not allowing. I don't know if they're allowing right now, but at the time, Siki left on your side. Because if you remember when COVID hit, Italy was the most hit with COVID. You guys remember how it was bad. So when I knew when I was going to travel, nilikuwa nasikia uzito for doing everything. So but I remember one time my agent was like, "Are you going to send me your passport or not, so she can book me a flight?" Sasa akanibukisha flight, and then I had to, so for the process of applying my visa, akaniambia I had to go to some place in West to get my visa. The interviews, it's not every day you apply, si kama ku travel kama Uganda here ama Tanzania. So akaniambia they always have the interviews on, I think it is Mondays and Wednesdays, but I was so busy. Then akaniambia enda on Monday, nimekuschedule in for Monday. Stuff happened, nilikuwa najisikia sikuenda na sikumwambia. Then on Friday I call her and I'm like, "Oh hi, by the way I didn't go for my interview." And she was like, "Taita babe." Okay, she didn't say that. She called me by my real government names. She's like, "Are you serious? And you're telling me now you didn't go?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. Can you book me another appointment?" She was like, "Fine." And then she booked me an appointment for the first academia. Please go on Monday. Huyo mimi Monday, and already I knew all the travel documents I needed. Of course, you needed your passport. Anything that you've ever, the purpose of the visit, whoever was inviting me to the place where I was going to stay, all those details, I had to have them. So I went for my interview. Everything was processed. Ooh, it was expensive. But anyway, I'm just and not because of what happened, because of initially I was booked on a flight ya kwenda. I was to go to Ethiopia, and then from Ethiopia I'll catch the flight here Lufthansa, and then I go to Germany, and then to Germany to Venice. But because of this delay, because I didn't attend my appointment, I had to do, my flight was changed. So I ended up having a different flight from the one initially I was booked for. And I don't really like flights that are between 1 a.m. na 5 a.m. huwa zinanichokesha. And initially my flight was supposed to be at 6 p.m. nitoke Kenya niende Ethiopia, but because of that whole thing sikuendanga ile interview, flight plans nikachangewa. I was from Lufthansa to Turkish Airlines. So everything was processed. I got my visa. I went for my passport. And then I had to get my COVID test. Na inafaa kuwa I was tested 4 hours before my flight. 4 hours, not 4 hours before my flight. I was tested around 3 p.m. My flight was to be whatever. But it was that the results had to be negative for 48 hours the time in I land in Italy. So everything was set. I got my results. I had a huge envelope full of documents just for traveling peke yake. And so I remember my flight was at 4 a.m. My driver nilimwambia nikuje midnight, kanikujia. nikaisha airport. Sikuwa nataka story more because checking in is a bitch, but nikaona mfanye tu vitu mos. And for you to get into Europe, I don't know kama it exists sahi, but you have to have something called the passenger locator form. Uni kitu ingine refu unajaza inaonyesha why unaingia Europe, where you're going. Because of COVID, it's able, you can be able to be traced. So mi nika feeling it was compulsory, but then tulifika airport. I remember kuna mtu aliambia hawezi kwa checked in, hawezi ingishwa ndani ya airport because hana hiyo, like his checking ili end tu hapo kwa mwanamke wa kupatiana nini your flight, your ticket, because hakuwa na the passenger locator form. Lazima we feel so okay. For me, nilifika airport nikaenda kwa msee wa waje wase unaonyeshanga yellow fever card. Anyway, kila mtu anajuanga venye ana travel. Mtu wa the yellow fever person, you present first of all your COVID results, and then iko kwa system tu inachekiwa kama uko negative, then unaingishwa sasa, and then the first attendant wanaangalia about your flight details, if it's a to and fro, how long you're going to stay, kila kitu, everything. Mine was set. So nikaingia, nikacheck your luggage. My luggage was heavy. I don't know how to travel light. I don't know. I always imagine I will pee on my pants somewhere. So I carry so many things. I'm paranoid. I carry 3 towels. So my luggage was checked in, and I had my check-in bag, which had my laptop, my tablet. Then nikapata air tickets. Okay, I mean my flight was like 6 hours. Ama ningapi? And I can't wear shoes because my legs get swollen. So I had Crocs. I was very random. Tukaingia, kaenda nikazunguka kwa duty free. I bought the perfumes, ile msia amekutuma chocolate. Then I had to wait. It took me a while, so I had a lot of time because my flight was at 4 na nilingia airport 12. I think by around 3 that's when I was done. And then but initially nilikuwa nimejicheck in, nikachagua seat. I don't like middle seats. Nilikuwa nimechagua seat nikiwa home. Then tukaingia by 3, gate ikafunguliwa. Then the attendants tukachikiwa in, kila kitu, boarding pass, kila kitu. Tukangoja, we take off at 4, and by 4 sharp we went. This is the other reason I don't choose KQ. I used to find that, man, kuflyingi usiku. But anyway, by 4 tukaingia and tukaenda. So I was going to Turkey, and then Turkey to Venice, but I was going to have like a 7-hour layover because of me not going for my interview that day. So nilitoka up around 4. Nilifika Turkey at around 11 a.m. because what made tukubwagwa huko ndio tukacha another flight. Like other people unabwagwa up, and then kila mtu anaenda destination zake. So mimi nilikuwa nilibwagwa hapo, and then sasa I was going to Venice. And hakuna unza pusi Kenya, uwezi anza kuuliza na guy nifaa kuangalia wapi. So you're just looking at the screens. I went, yeah, because my flight was at nilingia Turkey 11 a.m. My flight was at 6:30 p.m. So I had all those hours, and remember I had not slept. Like kinilala a bit kwa plane. Kafika because I had nothing to do at the airport. Okay, nilikuwa nimejikia Rick and Morty and watched too as I passed time. I hadn't watched Money Heist, the season, not the current one, ile walimaliza the second last season. So I had all those to keep me company for 7 hours alone at a huge ass airport. I think I walked for like a kilometer before nifike kwa lounge ile tu nikachill hapo. I had like 7 hours, could buy food stuff. Anyway, but I was so sleepy, so I slept for like 4 hours. And then I watched, then I waited, but because my flight was at 6 p.m. na nilikuwa nimeingia airport around 11, my details zilikuwa zimetoka when my flight would be, so I had to wait back at 4, and then I knew which gate I was to go to. And then I walked another kilometer, Istanbul airport. I think that's what it's called. It's huge. Ukiona flight zimeshikana papa utaacha na ndege ukikimbia. Guys were running. I don't want to live like that. You know the ile episode ya Kevin, watu wanakimbia kwa airport, like he was just that. Even, but I liked somebody who had time to do her TikToks over there. Maybe I'll put that video here. Anyway, so my flight here, Venice, ikakonfirmiwa, and then I had to go to my gate. In that flight, it was a full flight, and so we were only two Africans, and siko baya, but sisi ndio passport zetu zilipigwa picha. Kila mtu alikuwa anaangalia tu passports zinaenda. Sisi, they had to confirm like, why are you coming here? But because I had my documents, sikuwa nataka shida. I didn't want any troubles. Everything was set, and then now I went to the other, nikaenda kupanda ndege, tukaingisha kwa hizo the shuttle vans, tukapelekwa I don't know where. It was a distance to where our plane was. Like, that airport is huge. And then tukaingia, it was a full flight. Honestly speaking, I just don't like the food in Turkish Airlines. And then I noticed nikiorder water. What did I ordered for what? I asked the hostess for some soda. I wanted Pepsi. Then I said, can I have a soda? Nikapatiwa club soda. I learned. I was like, if I want a Pepsi, I'm like, can I have Pepsi? Can I have Coca-Cola? Because in someone put soda. Okay, I said, can I have a soda? I was given a club soda. Ugh, I don't like drinking that fizzy drink. But from Turkey to Venice, it's a short flight. I think it was 3 hours away. Hatukukaa sana. Na nikafika Venice. The airport that I was at, ni kama JKIA, it's not that big. Kaingia, I thought that I'll be scrutinized a lot, but the police one, the officers were just okay. And then Kaimba, welcome to Italy. It wasn't hectic. We'll find my way. And then I looked for because there was a driver who was waiting for me with my name on it, with my name tag. So I arrived. He was like, oh my god, first of all, that driver was smart. I felt very underdressed when I met him. Akona 3-piece suit, alafu alikuwa na ka trench coat, alafu alikuwa anaangalia viatu zake. He was so smart. And then I'm there with my Crocs and my short dress and tights, and then my gosh, like I knew I had gone to the land of fancy dressing. Like, everyone was looking so nice. I even said, like, when I'm getting married, I'm going there with my husband. I'm like, this is how I want us to dress. Like, very nice. Wow, it was really people looking nice. So the driver took my luggage, tukaishia kwa my car. Then tukaenda to my hotel, which was like it was like an hour away. I was so tired, so tired. Kafika, I checked into my hotel. Okay, in my next video, like that, I'm just giving a preparation of everything that happened. This is before my vlogs. So I checked in, had a shower. I called my parents. It was a whole video. Called my parents, my family. I called them. I was like, by the way, nimefika, because I can get lost in Europe. I had traveled alone. I knew no one. So I called them. I was like, by the way, nimefika. And they're like, oh, you're to your room to me. I'm like, I'm so tired. Remember, I left the house at 12 midnight. My flight was at 4. I didn't sleep well. Like, I had not slept. Like, you guys, I'll just do everything for you tomorrow. But for now, I'm just checking in that mefika. I just want to shower and sleep. And so I showered. Then I slept like a baby. And then I woke up the next. Before I slept, my phone was like at 3% or something. I had forgotten. I had packed everything. The only thing I had not bought was Kumbe Europe. You see, it's that thing that you like a universal charger, because Europe uses like a two-piece plug. Like Kenya, we use 3. Europe like 2. The plugs. Sasa singeweza kucharge my phone. Nikalala tu. Anyway, asubuhi, I told the receptionist my problem. She was like, let me just give you my charger, you charge your phone, then you sort yourself up later on. Kasema fine. And then I went for breakfast. By the way, the croissants hapo. The only bakery inafikia the croissants that I ate in Italy. What's that bakery? Nitakumbuka jina na nitaiweka tu hapa. That's the only nimeona. Hata man, they were nice. And so that's basically how I ended up. Okay, kurudi, same thing. I stayed there for like a week. Kurudi, my god, this video is becoming too long. Same thing. I just went back to Turkey, and then I went back to Turkey. I stayed for 7 hours because I had no one. I had no one, first of all, and secondly, I mean, because I had messed with my visa appointment. So I stayed there for 7 hours, Zongukad, Istanbul airport, bought some stuff for my parents and my family, and then I came back. And then my flight Kakuza at around 6. I remember there's a lady who was calling for Vienna, for Austria, her last call. And I'm there, I'm like, I can't see my flight details. She's like, oh, it's not yet, like it's too early. But anyway, my flight ikafika, nikarudi Kenya. I don't know, ilifika to point I was so exhausted because in Europe, this is the part I haven't mentioned. When I was going, I had a COVID test which cost me 5 Gs. And nikafika, the following day nikafanya COVID test. I got in like 15. In 5 minutes I had my tests. And then you're supposed to have a green pass. Like, you see the thing here, Kenya ilikuwa imeanza kuintroduce of you having your COVID test before you enter any hotel, any establishment. That's what was happening in Europe. Huwezi ingia mahali kama una green pass yako. So mimi nakumbuka sikuwa na green, because nilifika late. Okay, sikuwa na green pass, nilikuwa tuna my COVID test. So there were places where I couldn't dine. I remember going to one restaurant. I really wanted to have a nice meal, and then they were like, can we see your green pass? And then sikuwa nayo, so I had to leave the restaurant. And I was so bummed about it. I just went to eat pizza anyway. But then there's another place I went to, because they couldn't allow me to get in. I had to dine in one of their outside areas, which was really dope. Wow, it was so beautiful. Nikakula hapo. I had just gotten tired. Like, COVID tests are the ghetto. I used to like, I cry, and then a katia comes out, and then mucus comes out. I did like 4 COVID tests the whole time I was there. Mali nilikuwa tu nimechoka na kukaa huko, because I'm like, there's so many rules. So anyway, tukafika Kenya. Kurudi Kenya, same thing. I had to fill in some form. In Italy ndio niacceptiwe kuchukua my flight. So I got checked in by the lady. Then kufika Kenya, they scanned it. It's so dope. We tukombele, by the way, they scan something, then it shows all your details. The same way Europe has the passenger locator forms, Kenya has it, but us now you scan it. It's so dope. So I wasn't working so many documents coming into Kenya, and so we scanned it. And the minute that guy just said, I looked at my names, and then he was like, oh, Mwakio Taita Karibu Kenya, and he stamped my passport. I was like, I'm home. And there was like a feeling I just had, like it was so nice, although the air was a bit dirty here. But anyway, so now this is my pre-wedding video. Now okay, see you next time to know my actual video when I was in Europe. So bye. This has been a long ass video. Bye.